Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this WWE Mattel figure review. I am so excited because at the time of recording this, it is Wrestlemania Day. It is Wrestlemania 33 tonight, and oh man, I just can't wait. So I knew I needed to do a video, something a little special, and I saw the pile of figures that's waiting to be reviewed. And how could I not review this? Look at this. It's Shawn Michaels from Wrestlemania 12. One of the greatest Wrestlemania moments. They've released the figure this year, and obviously they've put it in Wrestlemania 33 packaging, which is a little confusing. They could have done it in Wrestlemania 12 style packaging, which would have been extra sweet. But maybe that would have been too sweet. Where is my too sweet thing gone? Here it is. Yeah, maybe that would have been too sweet. But let me tell you a little bit about this moment anyway. So Shawn Michaels, who had not been successful in winning the title at WrestleMania 11 against Diesel, had a bit of a rough year. He got beaten up by a group of Marines and had to forfeit the Intercontinental title. As well as that, he had a storyline betrayal at the hands of Diesel and also a concussion storyline again at the hands of Owen Hart. He returns at the 1996 Royal Rumble and he wins it. But his journey's not finished then. He has to defend that victory against Owen Hart at In Your House 6, and the winner would go on to face Bret at WrestleMania 12. Shawn emerges victorious and gets his shot at the gold again. Was Bret Hart going to keep hold of it, or was Shawn finally going to climb the mountain top? Now, I'm sure you can tell what happens by the fact that he's holding the title there in his hands. But take nothing away from it. WWE built this up fantastically. This was PWI's match of the year in 1996. It is the Iron Man match, 60-minute Iron Man match. The match would go for 60 minutes no matter what, and it was going to be whoever could get the most victories within that time. Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. This thing was a clinic. It dragged a little, right, in the first part, but it really picked up pace towards the end. I think the fact that these guys were able to put on such a good match, such a classic, as we said, PWI match of the year, but they did it without a single victory being handed to either guy. It finished 0-0. No pins, no submissions, no countouts, no DQs, 0-0. And so Bret thought that he'd won, and Shawn was upset because he felt that he was going to win, and the decision was made to go into overtime. And so they went into overtime, and Shawn Michaels picked up the victory and took home the gold. And obviously then Vince McMahon, who was on commentary at the time, cut that famous line, that infamous line, "The boyhood dream has come true," and Shawn's holding the title, staring at it, and clearly it means the world to him, and it's just one of those WrestleMania moments. And as we said, this is the figure to commemorate it. So not only do you get Shawn Michaels in that classic attire, which looks amazing, but you also get my favourite championship belt. I think many people's favourite championship belt. It is the Winged Eagle. It is, in fact, you could create your own little Wrestling Days championship out of this, because that's what we use. That's not what we use. It's a completely different what. So let's have a look at the packaging. Nothing special, I'm afraid, in regards to information. Just a few pictures and a bit of blurb at the bottom in different languages about don't swallow the belt. But let's get it out and have a look at the figure itself. So before we look at the figure, I just need to mention, jump over to Wrestling Shop. This is where I got that figure from, and I saved 10%. All you have to do is type in the discount code DAZE, D-A-Z-E, and you could save 10% on your order as well. And I strongly recommend that you check them out, because this figure is amazing. It is absolutely wonderful. It's got a little bit of like elastic tape to hold the title in place, which you can obviously remove all that. But I really like the look of that, so I might just keep it on. On the back, look, it's got Heartbreak Kid written across the back, and you've got all of these hearts, obviously all over the attire. What's really cool is it's on the wrists as well, the hearts, and the detail on it is brilliant. It's got a bit of silver, and then it's got just touches of gold in there. The boots has got like little details, little silver details on them as well, which is in line with what he was wearing. And I think that the face scan is pretty strong. I think it's very good. I certainly see Shawn Michaels in there. I'm not sure about the facial expression. Maybe it could have been a little bit more emotive, but yeah, it's okay. Look at that ponytail, which again, you know, had at the time. So that's a little different to other Shawn Michael figures that we've seen. In fact, if I have a Shawn Michaels figure, we can compare it. I've got one up here. This is, now you can see, look, this is Shawn Michaels from a few years later, and that is him with his hair down. And I actually think, you know, that this probably looks a little better in the face, and that one makes him look a little bit like Hunter. For me, this figure is all about that moment, and that moment is one of my favourite moments. I'm not gonna knock it down for the face scan. I mean, I could turn this into a strong 9, but do you know what? It's WrestleMania, and I'm not feeling that petty. This is a fantastic figure of a fantastic moment, and I'm giving it a Ty Dillinger. It's a 10. It's a 10 on WrestleMania Day. Awesome, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you like the look of this figure? Is it one that you think you'll be getting? Do you remember the moment? What's your favourite WrestleMania moment? I'd be interested in that as well. Drop it in the comments below. If you like this video, then please give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you enjoy WrestleMania 33, because God knows I will be. And hopefully, I see you again next time. Bye for now. I can only do one hand. Normally he waves, but he's like, do you know what I mean? He's got the gold. So he's just going to have to do a one-handed wave. Goodbye. From the Heartbreak Kid. The boyhood dreams come true. I got this figure.